All right. Today we're talking about the Kramer Baretta special reissue. The guitar of Eddie Van Halen fame. This thing rocks. At its price point, you're not going to find a better guitar in this price point. I cannot believe how good this thing sounds, how well this thing plays, and how long this thing will sustain. Mahogany body, maple neck, rosewood fretboard, really hot pickup. Here's the issues. The only issues I have with it, it's got a vintage style trem, which I knew when I bought the guitar, just like on a Stratocaster, which I don't like on the Strats. Because it doesn't have a locking neck, if you dive bomb with this thing with the whammy bar, you're going out of tune. But if you lock it down and just use it, treat it like a hardtail, this thing stays in tune and has no problem. The tuners are decent quality, they're smooth. The guitar is, for what it costs, which is almost nothing, this thing it rocks. I can't believe it. And, I mean, I had one of these back in the day, back in the 80s. I had a Kramer Baretta, and it was made in New Jersey. And now I've got one again, and I didn't pay nearly as much as I did for the one I had back in the 80s. I paid next to nothing for this thing. I love it. For a brand new guitar in the price point that it's in, this thing is incredible. Everything else that is in this price point, the Squires, the Epiphones, the Deans, they're all junk. They sound terrible. They play terrible. They don't set up very well. The fret jobs suck. Then you got First Act and Daisy Rock and guitars like that you buy at Walmart and whatnot. Those are real crap. Okay? This is incredible. It has a perfect fret job. Okay? The action is very low. This guitar is very shreddable. One thing that I always check is the fret ends. You know, going up and down the neck, feeling the ends of the frets. On the cheaper guitars, the guitars that are in this price point, which is the lowest price point for any electric guitar, there's only a couple that cost less than this, and they're just real crap. I check the fret ends because in the lower priced guitars, they usually have sharp fret ends, and I've even had some that actually cut my finger. You know, grabbed a piece of skin and cut my finger, and I had to file down the fret ends. This one, they're perfect. The fret job itself is perfect. This thing's beautiful. The other issue that I had was the electronics. The pot and the cap that they're putting in, the potentiometer and capacitor that they're putting in this thing is really low quality. They're real cheap, probably made in China. What was happening was when I rolled down the volume, the guitar sounded like it was plugged into a wah-wah pedal at a fixed position, so it got kind of a quack to it, and I didn't like that. So I immediately went out and, for the whopping price of $4.30, bought a quality potentiometer and capacitor and soldered them in, and I no longer have the quacking problem. But yeah, enough said. This thing's a really great low-price guitar. Listen to the stain. Really nice sounding, really nice playing guitar. If you're looking for a shredder but don't have a whole lot of money, this might be one to consider for you. Look them up. All the music sellers have them. Zounds, Sweetwater, Musician's Friend, Guitar Center. It's well worth the consideration. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this review was helpful. Y'all have a great day. Gotta love the 80s. God bless.